Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this week's live broadcast. In today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you why traditional parenting methods are failing you as a mom and your deep feeling child, your sensitive child, your child who has outbursts or meltdowns or is incredibly strong-willed, persistent, determined, any and all of the above. These kids are my favorite to work with and to help parents to parent lovingly, calmly, and joyfully, and to create relationships that stand the test of time. Lately, I've talked to a few different moms on calls who have kids who are saying things like, I hate myself, I don't want to be here, I am so screwed up, or I hate you, you don't get it, you don't understand me, any of these things. If you have a kiddo who is saying these things, then I really invite you to listen today to your own heart as you listen to this talk, to slow down enough from the daily to-dos and the rushing through life and really listen. Listen to what you hear and listen to what you feel, because your mother intuition will always nag at you until you get a message. And sometimes you wait much longer than you should wait. Sometimes you hope it's a phase. We wish that things will work themselves out. We have a partner tell us you're imagining things. Oh, you're overreacting. You're being too touchy-feely. No, and no. Follow your mom instinct about what's going on, and I'm going to explain to you why traditional parenting methods fail deep-feeling kids every day and their parents. So, and what to do instead. So when you come on, please let me know if you're able to hear the sound. I'm actually not sure that this is working. I have plugged in my mic. Please let me know when you come on. If not, I'll have to re-record all of this. So fingers crossed that this is working. So number one, the reason why traditional parenting methods fail deep feeling kids is that they have you focusing on your child's behaviors. So the externalized part, what they're showing you with their bodies, what they're saying, what they're acting out, what kind of emotions they're acting out, instead of what's really going on. They don't help you to zero in on how to actually help your child. Traditional parenting methods help you to create an idea of what we think is going to be socially acceptable to maybe your parents, maybe your friends, maybe your community, maybe your church. They're sort of guiding you to curate this picture of who your child is or what kind of parent you are. And that is where they fail you and your relationship with your child. They fail you so greatly because they miss what's really going on underneath. And if your child is having outbursts, they're melting down, they are having extreme behaviors, they're having mood swings or shutting you out, pushing you away, or clinging, and you feel their desperation to get your help and you don't know how to help them. And so you're kind of at a loss. You don't know what to do. If you then try to focus on their behaviors, their tantrums, their language, their whatever, it's going to either shut down your child, shut down the communication between you two, or give them a message that they're not who you want them to be. And a deep feeling child will then take that on top of them already feeling overwhelmed, disorganized, lost in what they're feeling. lost in anger, lost in sadness, and then they will take what you're feeling, your disappointment in them, your desperation, your overwhelm, and they will put that on top of what they're already feeling. And then they will become more overwhelmed. And this happens all the time. And I've been a psychotherapist, a coach for 20 years, helping families, helping moms. I can tell you this is exactly the way it works with highly sensitive, deep feeling kids, with spirited kids too, who are already having a hard time with their emotions. They're already so overwhelmed by their intense experience inside their own bodies, inside their own minds, that then when a parent is disappointed in them or trying to lecture to them or explain to them what's wrong or how their actions are affecting their family, their home, their siblings, then that child goes farther inside of themselves. They feel more broken. They feel less supported and they feel less understood, which then is when we start to see kids saying things like, I shouldn't even be here. I don't want to be here. I feel like I'm messing everything up. If you're able to get inside there, that's what you'll hear them say. And so that further drives the lashing out, the anger, the outbursts, the meltdowns. With me so far? Okay, so instead of focusing on your child's behavior, I want you to know that you may think that their behavior is the most important thing, that they need to respect you, they need to be respectful, they need to act right in public, they need to be kind, they need to do all these other things. If they're not doing those things, they have a reason. So I'm going to give you just a little something to put in your back pocket, which is the highest truth that I know about helping kids to thrive and families to thrive, which is that your relationship is always more important than your child's behavior. Some of you may already know this, but for those of you who haven't thought of it this way or no one has told you, your relationship needs to be the most important thing, more important than your child's current behavior they're displaying. If they are pushing you away, if they're shutting down, if they're not letting you in, if they are yelling, if they're acting out, then you're focusing on trying to fix that behavior, you will not get where you want to go. You will not get to a healthy relationship. You will not build trust with them. You will not help them to be emotionally intelligent. You're not going to get there from there. It's just kind of like trying to control something that really needs to be experienced. Okay, the relationship is always more important than the behavior. Try to remember that. But here's the pitfall of this. You who already know this, you high achieving, super committed, loving moms who have always put your kids first. You already know this, that the relationship is more important than any behavior that they're in or how they're acting it out or what have you. The pitfall of moms, particularly sensitive or empath moms, who are like, no way, I'm not doing traditional parenting methods. I started with gentle parenting or attachment parenting, and I'm like on this track. And now like things are totally out of control. My child has no control of their emotions. I feel lost. I'm questioning myself. I'm doubting myself. Did I do this wrong? Did I set it up wrong? I set up the rules wrong. No one's telling me what to do. I know, I get it. I've helped hundreds and hundreds of moms who are like you, who were in your shoes. What happens is, empathy is the way. Emotional connection is the way. So you've started out on that track. And where I see people mess this up is they empathize with their child when their child's having a big emotion. And then they just kind of drop off there because they don't know what else to do because no one told you what to do. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. But this is the problem. When you empathize with what your child is feeling, you try to help them to contain their emotions, but you're dealing with your own inability to regulate your own big reactions to your kids' behaviors. That's real. That's human. And so you get stuck in that and you're empathizing with them, but there's no parenting that happens after that. There's just, oh my God, my kid is so out of control. Now what? I hear you. This is a real problem. You're not imagining it and you're not exaggerating And you're right to be worried and concerned. This is exactly the point where you need expert help. Get on my calendar. Book a call with me. That call is free. A clarity call is to uncover what's the root of the problem. Where have you gotten stuck? Where has your kiddo gotten stuck? What's the fix? And I'll match you with a solution or a next step. I'll make a recommendation. Again, that consultation is free. And if you have looked into lots of other things, you've been to therapy, your kid's been to therapy, you've done EMDR, you've done your own parent coaching, you've done other things, and your child is still exhibiting these patterns and you're still feeling like, I don't know what to do. Awaken Motherhood is the methodology that I've created, my 16-week program, which teaches mothers exactly how to parent kids like this, how to reparent yourself. There is so much that we can do to help our children thrive. So much that we can do to help our children thrive, way beyond therapy or exploring your own feelings about this, exploring your own fears, or trying to help your kiddo name what they're feeling. There are methods and formulas that we use in Awaken Motherhood that are so fast, you guys, at helping kids to calm down, if not stop altogether, their outbursts, their dysregulation. And having that expert help is the missing piece for most moms who slide into overwhelm. You think you should do it all yourself. You think you should know better. You think you should figure it out. You think you can't, this isn't a problem you can invest in to solve. You don't prioritize it. You don't book the call. You don't have the conversation. You don't find out what's available for you. And that's where I see people fall off. So look, if you're at the point where you're like, I'm spinning wheels, perfect time to book a call. Let's find out. I've got your back. I'm here to help you. I will drop the link below and you guys can get on my calendar. I care about kids so much, and I care about mothers and the incredible burden that we carry for our kids' well-being. And I want to be able to help you with that. Okay, get on my calendar and good luck with this. If you have questions, drop those questions below and I'll see if I can help you out. All right, you guys, see you next time.